Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
You're listening to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Sister stations.
Worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
Before we go any further, Corey.
Oh.
DLG. How about our friend B-Mac over there at that Space Cadets Gaming?
I do like some gaming. Yes, so B-Mac is our buddy, and he owns Space Cadets Gaming. And what you need to do is you need to go down there on Robinson Road in Oak Ridge and visit them.
Yes, you do.
They are giving 10% off your largest ticketed item if you mention Nerd Thug Radio.
Yes, they are.
And they are our friends. We love
Yep.
them. They have all kinds of fun gaming. They do HeroClix.
Yep.
Nerd Thug Radio's favorite game. They also do Flux.
Yep.
They also do Munchkins.
Yep.
They do Sink the Titanic.
Yep.
Which we have name dropped for like a year and never even played.
I've played.
Oh, you have? Okay. I was like, I don't know why we do this. They have Dungeons & Dragons multiple nights. Friday Night Magic.
Yep.
Vanguard.
Yep.
All the different games.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yep.
That's what it was. I couldn't think of what it was. They got all kinds of great stuff out there. So what you need to do is you need to go to Robinson Road in Oak Ridge and hang out at Space Cadets Gaming. Family-friendly, fun atmosphere. You're not going to find a better place to spend your time and your money. Make it happen.
Yep. So, yeah, we bought the father-in-law, the Sink the Titanic game.
Did you? Okay.
For fun.
Oh,
A couple years ago.
So it got flooded recently. So it's
No,
sunk.
the other father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
The good father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
The only father-in-law, actually.
Oh, you're right. Technically
by
speaking,
law.
You're right.
But anyways, yeah, so we played. It's not like as...
Fun as Zach said it was?
No. It's not even that difficult, really. Like,
Zach loves to sink things, though.
you just, like, roll and then you turn so many different ways. I don't know. It's not... I won pretty easily as the Titanic. I didn't get sunk. Leo survived.
All right, fair enough.
Leo survived?
As a side note, I had an old friend from high school text me, and he's like, "Hey, I recently moved, and I have a new comic book store. Guess what it was?
Yeah.
The old Space Cadets." And I was like, "Oh, hey, they sponsor our show. You should listen to us also.
Right. Get
Mention
on
our
it.
name."
Yeah.
Yes, that is awesome.
So
Who's this little person?
His name was Steven.
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 Hey, Steven. What's
New
up,
guy
man?
Steven.
Checking out the
Shout
show?
out.
Shout out to new guy Steven.
What up, Steve?
And
So,
Is he one of those?
no.
Okay.
so...
Those are like my least favorite Steves and Stevens.
Which ones?
The ones who like differentiate.
I'm Steve.
I'm Steve.
I'm Steven.
I'm Steven.
Because like to me they're all the same. Like I know it's a VEN or a PHEN or all sorts
it
of
all
different.
sounds the same.
It's all the same.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's a Corey. It's with the EY or not with the Y. Who
Whoa,
cares? It all sounds the
whoa,
same.
whoa,
Right? Right, Nico?
whoa.
By his logic? Right?
Right.
Thank you.
Don't
Just
silence-
like Nico's with K's.
Right. Yeah.
Or Nicholas with a CH.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of weirdos.
There
Nicholas.
are a bunch of weirdos. They are weird.
Nicolas.
Nicholas.
Nicholas. That's what Zach is Zachary.
Yeah.
And he purposely ended it Zach when really it should be Zach.
Zach.
Because
Hell,
CH
Zach.
is connected.
Right, but he has no H.
But he goes-
I have it saved as no H.
Right, no,
Zach.
right, no, that's what he goes, oh, it's ZAC. But, like, that's just him picking where to end it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's really Zachary.
I like to call him Zachy.
Zach.
Zachy.
Zachariah.
I like to call him
Zachariah.
anything but what he likes to be called.
Aquarius.
It's Aquarius.
So, last weekend, I went to this comedy club.
Yeah, how was this?
to
We haven't
see
talked about this.
Joel McHale.
Was he funny?
No.
I didn't think so.
I like him.
I
I think he is like, on the shows that I've watched, The Soup, hilarious. Community, hilarious.
No, not on Community.
I love the
I don't think he's
Community.
funny.
I love Joel McHale.
I don't
so,
like Community. I only thought it was. I thought it was
I
only
thought it was
okay.
hilarious. We were 3 rows from the stage, so we get to see him pretty up close and personal. So it was very cool seeing somebody that you watch on TV you find hilarious.
Did you make eye contact?
Right there. Yeah, we made hey, yeah.
Did he?
You want me to go on stage? Me? Up? Yeah. No?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
But,
I've been there.
yeah, so it was a crazy expensive weekend. It was fun.
Yeah. Why was it crazy expensive?
We went out. We got invited by Ali Savage's workmate.
Okay.
It's her friend.
She's got a little office friend.
It was
Okay,
her
that's
friend's
nice.
and her husband's 17th wedding anniversary.
Oh.
So we went to dinner and went to whatever. And second time I got to hang out with her husband, and he was a cool dude. We had a good time together.
Yeah?
He was
Okay, all
was
right.
fun.
It's always weird,
Well,
right?
this is what weirded me out, right? So, like, I met him one time at a birthday, and he was kind of quiet. And so they were like, yeah, I don't know how it's going to go. Like, she says he's really quiet. I'm like, well, that's not going to work for me because I am anything but quiet.
Correct.
So I don't know
Correct.
how this is going to go down. And he was not quiet at all. Like, we were cracking jokes, and we were talking about stuff, and we were making fun of people, which is one of our favorite things to do.
True.
And, yeah, it was great. But, yeah, we went to this really fancy Italian restaurant.
Italian?
Downtown?
It was in the Heights.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And it was delicious.
Was it?
It was delicious.
Okay.
But pricey.
Yeah.
And then we went to...
well, how are the portions? Because like
small.
Yeah.
This is
yeah,
the
yeah.
assumption I've made. The more you pay for food, the less you get. That's
Yeah,
why I go to
100%.
buffets. That's why I go to buffets. That's why I'm 22 weeks in a row Chinese food.
Nice.
22 weeks, baby.
Olive Garden will literally
time.
like double sell you meals, buy one get one free, because it's only $12. But if you spend $24 on the same meal, you get like half the food.
I did get me some veal, which I love me some veal.
I haven't had veal in a long time.
I
good.
don't think I've ever had veal.
So good.
It's baby cow.
I know.
So
but
good.
I've never had
The
it.
less it moves, the better it tastes.
Veal skeleton.
Right, yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's more tender.
Right, but that's weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. But anyways, it was delicious. The food was delicious. I did have some adult beverages. It was also as well.
Yeah.
But then we go to the comedy club. Even though you buy tickets to go there, you
There's
still
still a drink minimum.
well. There's a two drink or two. Oh, it's not a drink minimum because you can order food and a drink. It's weird. Or you pay, which is weird. Like you can either two per person, or you can just pay a $4 fee.
Right.
It's cheaper to get out with the $4 fee.
Right. But then you literally don't eat or drink anything
Right.
for like 2 hours.
And we got 2 buckets, so it was fun. But no, he wasn't very funny. So the guy before him was pretty funny. He was like
How long did that guy do?
he did 30 minutes.
Yeah, because they do what, 30 minutes in an hour, right?
30 minutes, hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yep, 30 minutes, hour and a half.
That's a long
comedy
set.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
Were they
Bad
laughing,
comedy.
or were you the only one who didn't think it was funny? Like,
No, people
did
were-
the crowd enjoy it?
People were laughing, but I feel like this is my assumption now when I see comedians because this is not the first stand-up guy
It's
I've
like
seen.
a laugh track, but not
Okay.
really.
Yeah, like I feel like people just laugh because they're watching a comedian. Does that make sense?
Well, you're in a good mood. You want to laugh.
Right.
You want
But
to. You want to
me-
enjoy this.
Being a guy who does some kind of comedy on this radio show with you,
Is that what we're doing?
we do a little bit of comedy.
Am I a
on here.
professional comedian, guys?
I'm thinking to myself, Corey, we can do our stand-up, sit-down comedy routine, and people would laugh.
Yeah, I feel like people would. I feel like people would come. Yeah,
Because
I
the
think
first
so.
guy, this is why the first guy was funny because he just related some of his own childhood stories and some of his like life experiences,
Right.
and made it funny, and it was funny, and he was very brash, not too brash, but like he was funny, and then Joel McHale comes out, and literally his entire set was 2 parts. It was a little political, which is
That doesn't play well.
doesn't play well in Houston, Texas.
No, yeah.
And then there was an hour of him just basically making fun of the different crowds he's been in, like the different places he's played, and like making fun of the crowds that he was at.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Wasn't real original.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it was cool. I mean, I saw Joel McHale.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
That's
he's
it.
funny on TV. And
When you said Joel McHale, I thought that was a weird name.
The
Because
only-
like I don't associate him as a stand-up comic.
yeah, I don't know, it's weird, but he did announce that The Soup is coming back to Netflix, which is kind of cool. He did say
Wow,
he
can
did
you,
a-
can you do that again? Pulling up the Corey cam?
he
Would
did
be
4
super
shows.
excited.
He did 4 shows that weekend though.
Yeah.
That's
but
a
He's
lot.
trying to get paid. He ain't on TV.
But he did, yeah, his show
Fair
got
point.
canceled. But he said that on the radio last Friday that basically the reason that The Soup got canceled was because of Kris Jenner. Because he was making fun of the Kardashians a lot, which why wouldn't you? They're
Right.
on Eat Your Own Soup.
Right.
And they had a new production manager, I guess. And the Kardashians and Kris Jenner kept complaining because he's making fun of them. And she was basically like, you're going to have to tone it down the Kardashians. He's like, well, then why am I even doing a show? If I can't make fun of people, then what's the point of this?
Right.
And they kind of canceled it.
It's all their
I-
fault. They ruin everything.
You know what though? Like I don't. Like we made him. Like we get what we deserve with that.
Yeah.
I don't like.
One of the funniest things he did say is like he was like going through in the very beginning, like you've seen me on blah blah blah, and he was like, I was on that show Community, and everybody's like, yeah, I was like, bring back the Community, and he was like, we'd like to, but we can't afford Donald. And so
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Donald Glover,
Donald-
I know.
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. I know who he is.
Yeah. At this point, he thinks he's a real person.
Yeah.
So like
he
he's.
is.
Nah.
He's got a music
He's big.
career.
No,
got a-
no, he's not.
he's got an
he's
acting
got it.
thing.
No, like
ATL. He directed that.
I don't care. I
He
really
is
don't.
a
I don't.
internet sensation.
Right, like
he's an
that's the
internet
thi-
darling.
Like
He
he's
is. That's a
he's
fair point.
he's the big version of us. He's doing what we would like to do.
Wow, it's almost like he has a career in the things he enjoys.
Right,
If
no,
I
no.
could get into the conversation with Donald Glover, I'd be happy. We're
Right,
not in that
yeah.
conversation.
No,
We're
I,
not even close.
no. What I'm saying is like he's making his own content and he's making what he wants. And he's doing what he and it's getting some love, but not like there are way bigger acts than him.
The ATL show got tons of love.
They got tons of love, but it's also not watched. It's FX. Like it's not the views on FX are capped at basically like 3 million.
Remember that one time I told you guys that I got the entire first episode of Atlanta as an ad in front of a YouTube video? I was watching.
Right, right.
I think it got nominated for something.
It did. It won. It
Yeah.
won Emmys.
It was a good.
It's a
good
good-
first
Nailed it.
episode.
It's
I
a
did watch
good
the entire
show.
thing on an
It's
ad.
a good show, but it's also not heavily watched.
I don't think we'll ever get nominated for an Emmy.
I think we will. I think before it's all said and done, we're gonna win. We're gonna win before it's all said and done. We're gonna
A
win
Razzie.
We're gonna win an Oscar. We're
Yeah,
gonna win.
okay.
We're gonna win an Emmy. We're gonna win a Grammy.
I am really
We're gonna
excited.
win a Razzie and a Tony. We're gonna get one of each.
I'm really
One of each.
excited.
We're gonna
We're
make
gonna
the
do the lap.
circuit.
You have high ambitions.
We're gonna do the lap.
But I
It's
hope,
gonna
I
be
hope
on
we just
accident.
Get,
It's
I
all
hope
gonna
we
be on
just get
accident.
nominated for like some kind of Houston award.
Right, exactly.
I don't want it.
We're gonna take
We're
an
already
award
on
at
the
the
History
Conroe
Chronicles.
YMCA.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I'm literally going to not show up to accept any of our awards but the Razzie. The
You
only
just
thing
said
I'm gonna
last week that you would show up to any award you were given,
no,
even if it was Alaska. Those were
oh,
your
that's
words.
true.
Exactly.
You're right. You're right.
Going back
Those
on his
are your
words, Nico.
exact.
All right, I would show up
He
for.
doesn't
any
remember what he
award then.
says week to week.
Fair enough.
It's the mood you catch me in that day, really. like if they called 2 days in a row and the first day I said no and they called the second, they were like, "Hey, have you thought about it?" I'd probably be like, "Yeah, all right,
Man, yeah.
I'll do it."
I thought I said yes yesterday.
Just
No,
just
no, you didn't.
Just send me the ticket and I'll do it. Like,
Yeah, but it was, I don't know, man. It just.
I
don't
feel
know.
like Donald Glover is just like the big version of our path. I don't really. I'm
So
not
you
that.
just gotta make it.
I'm
He's
just not in love.
successful.
I'm no longer like I liked him way more as Childish Gambino than I do where he's at right now. Like I don't like it right now.
It's an interesting
That's an interesting outlook. on life.
opinion.
Well, the last album was terrible.
It just wasn't Childish Gambino. I think he should have done what he was thinking about doing, which was
Change
retiring the
names.
name.
Right.
He was like, "I'm not Childish Gambino," so I think he should have retired
I'm
the name.
Gambino childish.
Right.
But first of all, let's clear something up.
because it wasn't at all like his other.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a rap album. It was something else totally. He should have done a name change, but then also at the same time to be like, I'm a butterfly. Like I'm transitioning. Like the whole thing.
I don't like
know.
that stuff when people.
Yeah, I don't like when people
I'm
try.
I'm okay with people like changing their music, adapting, because like every
like
couple
what if,
years,
like if he'd have just rapped on an R&B album that he made,
Yeah.
it would have been. I would have been like, hey man, this is different.
every couple years, like song styles change a little bit.
Right.
People adapt new things. I'm okay
that's
with that.
fine.
But like when you're a hard rock, and all of a sudden now you're like
A country
pop,
album.
Whoa, that's too much of a
Eve
jump.
6 is doing that. They're hard rock and now they're doing a country album.
Right. I don't get that. But let's jump out to a break.
Right.
We'll come back. We'll wrap up this Friday edition of Nerd Thug Radio.
Woo!
Whoa.
The sky is a neighborhood.